Hello guys, and welcome to the second battle of my Avatar campaign, Conquests. Today Matsuda takes his armies to the Crossroads map, and today I will be facing the blue armies in command of Le Gos Anonyme. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not gonna pretend to know how to pronounce that. But let's take a look at his army real quick. You can see that he has got a very nice selection of bow samurai. He's got 3 units of bow samurai, 3 units of katana samurai, his general, which is called Mikabano, and then you can see a light cav unit. As for my army, well, this is one of my second armies that I've made, pre-saved them, and this is a very archer-heavy army. Seeing that I have conquered the province that allows me to acquire bow samurai myself, I've got 2 units of bow ashigaru, 3 units of bow samurai, 2 units of yari ashigaru, a katana samurai, and my general. So you can see it's a very light, mobile army that is intended to devastate opponents in maps like this, where there are a lot of hills where I can position my archers nicely. And my first train of thought is that I want to take this first building, which is the stamina building, and the reason for this is that I want to be able to move around the map quickly, kind of force my opponent to separate his troops, and that actually works out very nicely to me. So you can see here that I'm going to try to be capturing this little slope here. This is the road, and I want to capture this little mound. I couldn't show you my general in the last battle, and I don't know, I still can't seem to find him. I think that's him. No, it's not. Where are you, Matsuda? Is that him? No, that's not him. That's not him either. If I see his face, I'll probably know him, but where is you, man? It looks like Matsuda's missing, yo. He's got like a... There he is. Matsuda on his brown horse and his circle crest to go with the nice circle banner. So what's gonna happen? I'm gonna just fast forward really quickly. You can see that my opponent has already tried to launch an attack here with his light cav unit, and this was a big mistake. You can see that I'm trying to get my katana samurai out of the way. For some reason they don't rush, and I'm gonna lose a good number of them, but that's not gonna count. You can see that I've already started to move Matsuda into the fray, and I already have the Inspire tree technology researched. So I hit Inspire, and now we are devastating this light cav that is slowly and quickly slowly starting to rout, and now they quickly start to rout while I'm shooting at them. I shoot a couple of volleys from my archers, and then I command them to stop. So that is the first victory for the battle. You can see that my opponent is using this hill for cover of his bow samurai. I've got the better hand on him when it comes to archery. So for me, the key for this battle is skirmishing and surrounding my opponent, because if I engage him on a head-on attack, I will lose. I'm gonna be acting on that base. So you can see here now that things are gonna kind of quiet down a little bit. I've already lost 40 units in these katana samurai, so that's a third of my troops gone in that charge, mainly because I didn't double click them fast enough. So there was a little small mistake, quite a hefty price to pay for a light cav unit, but what you gonna do? You can see that my Yari Ashigaru unit hasn't really lost much. Here they are with their awesome peasant skin. I mean, for peasantry, their armor looks quite cool, hasn't it? Reminds me of that guy from Mortal Kombat. Can't remember his name. Whatever. So you can see clear archer superiority for me. Here's my bow samurai, who can hold their own in a melee. They can, and I'm gonna use that to huge advantage later. So you can see that my opponent is now realized that yes, he needs to capture buildings too, and I kind of realized that, oh wait, while I have taken this one, I've left him with a better position and the ability to capture these 2 buildings. But I'm going to be thinking on my feet. And actually, that move subconsciously helped me out, because now my opponent is going to start to, as you can see, peel off units one at a time. And you can see from the battle map here that while he has the better hill position, I've got the map kind of secure from the center side. Like, he won't be able to cross this little point across where I'm pointing now with my mouse without really dealing with my units. Seeing that his position is high on a hill, he won't have to do that. So he thinks since I don't have any cavalry, any movement that I will do he'll be able to catch. Well, that is correct, but I'm going to be playing some games with him, and this is going to be quite interesting. So let's fast forward here a little bit, because I'm not really sure what I wanted to do. He's starting to maneuver his troops, and then I'll eventually decide that I want to peel my bow samurai to the right. And the reason for this is that while you can see that I'm going to pull my bow ashigaru to the left to secure this little valley. The reason I do this is that if his archers decide to engage me, I can quickly move my guys into the trees and get some cover. And I'm going to be moving my Yari Ashigaru, who are pretty much throwable units, down into the valley to attract fire from his archers. Once they start shooting at me, I'll start shooting back at them. At the same time, I'm sending my bow samurai units to the right, and I'm going to use these guys to catch this unit off guard. Now this unit is going to start moving away, and that's when I start moving these guys to the right here. You'll see that I'm going to kind of force it to run back to the archery dojo, which he needs, by the way, in this battle. Seeing that if I have the archery dojo and the archery superiority, I already have the archery superiority in numbers, and if I get the archery dojo, he will have no chance. And you can see now that he's running for the workshop, which increases the armor and defense of all units, so he also could use that to give his infantry an even bigger edge. So what's gonna happen now? What's going on now? Well, you can see that I'm still moving slowly to the side. I'm pretending to kind of spread my line. I'm kind of being cautious as well. You can see that I am supporting all positions. See, my infantry are right there. So I'm supporting these areas with my archers to prevent him from full-on attacking. Now, if I was my opponent, I would have struck now at this side with my katana samurai, but he did not do that, and you'll see in a minute that that cost him the battle. So he's gonna start capturing this building over here. You can see the flag going up, and then back on the left, where things are bustling, you can see that he is lining up his katana samurai and this bow samurai unit, and this is when the action finally starts. You can see that I'm going to push my katana samurai units at the back, fearing that they get shot some more, and the bow samurai are going to start firing off their volleys at this other bow samurai unit, and they're going to get mowed down to 64 in one volley, which was a huge mistake. And now you can see I'm going to start. I put these guys in skirmish, and look what happens here. These bow samurai units are going to pay for themselves, and they're going to start running back away. And this is when I'm going to activate my weakened katana samurai and get these guys in a nice position. Skirmish works great. They're staying away from their reach, not getting bogged down, and this unit is already wavering. And here comes my general, Mach 1 Inspire. You can see the morale of the katana samurai starting to go down. But I'm going to run my general out of there because I do not want him to get hurt. And look at this. These guys are getting shredded now by my bow samurai fire. And before long, they're gonna these ones are broken, and that's it. They're gone. They're out. They're getting shot down and sliced down by my cavalry. And over here, this unit is trying to fend off, but look at this awesome positioning. They're getting shot from the flanks by my bow samurai, and this is why I moved these guys to the right. You know, if they did get charged and they got bogged down, they would still be able to hold their own. If not, they'll be able to skirmish, shoot these guys, use the fact that they're 3 units, and I can make nice, you know, put them in a nice crossfire. So now, here's my cavalry, and I wanted to commit a quick charge against these bow samurai, saying that they came back from routing, but my opponent is not going to let that happen. I don't know if he's controlling his bow ashigaru, or they are bow samurai, or if they are on auto fire, but I'm going to see that, and I'm going to run with my back to these bows, which nullifies them if you're cavalry. And if you are kind of questioning what these little circles are and why it would be effective to run while the archers are shooting at your backs, if you're a cavalry, I'll tell you. These little circle bubbles here are called hora, and what they are initially was a piece of cloth that these riders would wear, if they were stationary right now, historically this wouldn't be inflated, it would be like dangling like a cloak, and it was pretty much made of silk. And as they ran and as they went, the wind went through it, it would act like a defensive bubble. And believe it or not, arrows from very close range could not penetrate and often would bounce off this thing. So it was very effective, and it would move around violently, and hitting it would be very difficult. And it would protect the rider, and even if the arrow made it through, the rider has armor. So while their backs were turned to the arrows, they wouldn't get hit at all, except if the horse gets a shot, in which case, well, the horse is shot. But this added, and it was this added a lot of defense, and it was very light because it was essentially just a piece of cloth. So it's definitely more effective than plate armor, and it's definitely lighter. And for Cap, it's the perfect thing, and it's an ingenious invention by the Japanese. So that was the little history lesson over there, and you can see that these katana samurai are trying to come back, as I'm using my own katana samurai to capture this building, using the building and trees for cover so that these guys can't shoot me. You can see that I've repositioned my troops as I was talking. Now I'm bringing my bow Ashigaru here. I want to get rid of that bow unit using my Yari Ashigaru as bait, and you can see that I'm also turning away from the bows just for that given reason. And now these katana samurai are getting shredded by my bow samurai, and look how many casualties they're taking. Look at this. It's ridiculous how many each volley is doing, and this is because I've got the hunter retainer, and I'm also captured. I think I've already captured. Have I? I think I might have captured the archery dojo, and you can see that these guys are wavering now, and they're going to try and charge me, but it is going to be too late with all these intensive arrow fire. They're down to almost half strength here, and they're going to break, I think, before I even... Oh, I'm going to break them with my charge. And here comes my riders, and Matsuda's forces are going to cut them down. Some friendly fire over there, but that's not a problem. You can see also here that that unit of bow Ashigaru, bow samurai, was nullified. So right now I am looking golden. You can see that I have taken both buildings, and now I want to reposition my archers here and my Yari Ashigaru to prevent him from retaking the movement and stamina building, which is the farmhouse. So let's go ahead and fast forward real quickly, excuse me. So you can see here that I'm just cleaning up, and I'm gonna send my katana samurai unit towards that building to end with, because I know that I don't really need them anymore. So I'm just gonna send them there. Let them go chill. They fought really hard. They're down to 30 men, which is a quarter strength, and surprisingly they weren't made into a veteran unit, but whatever. So right now, this is where my opponent has pretty much lost the battle. Unless he pulls some miraculous stuff, he will not be able to do anything. So you can see here that he has moved his cavalry down here, and he's trying to attack my general, and I'm going to run Matsuda behind my Yari Ashigaru lines, and there, see, his cav are going to get shot from the back. See, the horses were killed, and that means the riders are rendered useless. See, horse damage all over the place, and he lost 3 men in that, so not too bad. And so I'm gonna send my general back here, and now if he tries to do that again, I want to have Yari Ashigaru positioned around so I can combat and push that off. The katana samurai have arrived at the final building, and they're just gonna be chilling over here. You can see that these guys are still fresh, thankfully. And my bow samurai are most probably the MVPs of this skirmish, as they have killed so many men, caused so many routes. So here we go. My general is positioned behind this nice crest here for archer defense. Bows, unless the bowmen, shoot over this hill, it's going to be quite tough to get him. I'm positioning my Yari Ashigaru in plain sight. I want him to shoot at these guys. I don't want my bows to get damaged. These are throwaway units. Bows are more expensive. So I'm going to spread these guys out as far as thin as I can. But he's not going to fall for that, and he's going to start shooting at my guys. And now I'm going to take the initiative again, send my guys forward, and start shooting uphill. Even though it's a lost fight, my general is in the area. I've got the archery building, and I've got numerical superiority, so he cannot really do much. And you can see that there's a charge order there. There goes Mikabano, and he is running directly towards Yari Ashigaru here. And I was kind of surprised at this, but I'm going to put my guys into thick formation and form a spear wall instantly. And look at this, Exo Micro, he's going to run around it. He wants to hit my general. I see this, I'm going to run my general behind. Try to get him out of there. He's going to try to catch some of my guys. I don't know why he is insisting on attacking my general. Maybe because he's got a number superiority, but that's going to change soon. I'm running behind my bows, trying to get them to launch at least one more strike, and there it goes. From the side, they're going to get hit, and here comes the Yari Ashigarus. You can see that they're already down to 20 men, so now I can turn around and butcher them in my back line. At the same time, these guys are positioned nicely. They've got some excellent positioning, and you can see that I'm trying to get these guys to help my general. But one of them is actually going to rout soon. They're going to start losing morale real quickly. I tried to remedy that with my general, but you'll see as it happens. You can see that I've already captured this last building, and I'm going to leave my Katana Samurai there. They don't need any more casualties. And here we go. The general's units are going to die. You can see that my Matsuda cav unit still has 16, while my enemy has 2. And I think I do wipe out his bodyguard completely in this battle. Yeah, they're gone. So oh, is there one more left? Is that a horse? Yeah, that's a rider, and I don't know if that is actually the general. Could very well be. Yeah, it is the general. He got away. Oh, cowering before me, and he's gonna run and leave his men without honor. But anyway, you can see here, I've sent my general over here, and this green thing means that I've activated the rally button, as these guys were getting shredded. They're down to 20 men. The Achille advantage is killing them. You can see that while these guys are taking casualties, they're at a better position, and I'm going to lose, unfortunately, one of my bow samurai units, which is, I don't know if I could have done any better than that, because they are on a hill, and I can't do much. So you can see that these guys are broken, and that settles the second one and the second conquering of the second province. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time.